Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the 31st Convergence India and 9th Smart Cities India Expo. It gives me great pleasure as well to welcome the dignitaries on the dais. His Excellency, Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh, Honorable Governor of the State of Uttarakhand. Sir, it's an absolute honor to have you with us today. Shri Kaushal Kishore, Minister of State, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, was meant to join us, but he was flying in from Lucknow and his flight is delayed because of the weather conditions. Nevertheless, the support of the ministry is crucial to the relevance of this platform. In Hall 1, you'll find a National Smart Cities Pavilion that showcases a dozen award-winning projects, as well as individual showcases by over 30 smart cities from across the country. To give you a glimpse into the many ways in which the Smart Cities mission is working to improve the lives of citizens. Mr. Sergei Cheremin, Minister of the Government of Moscow and Head of Department for External Economic and International Relations of Moscow. Sir, thank you for your presence here this morning. We've been fortunate to have a pavilion from Russia on the show floor for the past couple of years. And this year, you'll find a pavilion from the government of Moscow in Hall 1. So please pay them a visit. We also have a country pavilion by the Ministry of High-Tech Industry from the Republic of Armenia in this hall. So I would encourage you all to visit the entire exhibition through halls 1 through 5. Mr. Nilachal Mishra, Partner and Head of Government and Public Services, KPMG in India. KPMG has been a knowledge partner and an extremely valuable support to the Expo over the years. Thank you, Nilachal, for your presence here today and for your invaluable contribution and that of your team. Ms. Chandrika Behel, Managing Director, Exhibitions India Group, the driving force of the group and the person who whips everyone into shape to create what you see here today. I also want to recognize the efforts of the entire team at the Exhibitions India Group, who work tirelessly year after year to put this expo together. And of course, I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being here today. To our partners and participants, some of whom have been supporting us for decades, we wouldn't be here without you. The Expo, in its 31st year, is the longest running and most impactful such platform in the country. The first edition of this Expo took place way back in 1992. And while technology has changed tremendously over the years, the objective of the Expo has remained largely the same for 3 decades plus, to bridge the digital, social, and economic divide in India, while also providing a showcase for the dynamism and innovation that's present in our country. We can only hope that over the past 30 years, we've provided a platform to bridge this divide in our own small way, as well as providing a showcase for brand India while doing so. Of course, the world today is completely unrecognizable to that of even a few years ago, let alone some decades ago. AI is revolutionizing every aspect of our lives. The other day, I was on a Google Meet call with some colleagues, and we noticed that an uninvited but perhaps most valuable participant was Google's AI assistant, who, shortly after the call concluded, sent the participants a transcribed copy of the entire call, a summary, and a list of action points going forward. All of which certainly highlighted the hyper-efficiency of AI, especially in contrast to us mere mortals. We do, of course, have a number of AI innovations showcased on the show floor. At the front of this very hall, you'll find Builder AI, which uses AI to build an app from the ground up for pretty much any application. We also have a number of fintech players on the show floor. It's safe to say that UPI today is not just one of the world's most widely used payment gateways, but it's also a symbol of the type of world-leading innovation and progress that's taking place in our country at the moment. And because it's affordable, interoperable, scalable, and adaptable, it's also a platform that many countries around the world are hoping to emulate. According to Shaktikanta Das, the RBI governor, UPI has already become digital public infrastructure, and he believes that it's the best payment system in the world at present. We also have a number of green energy solutions on display in Hall 1. India is expected to add 205 gigawatts of non-fossil based energy capacity in the next 5 years, making it the world's third largest market for renewables. On the mobility front, we've crossed the 4 million mark in passenger car sales in 2023, making India the third largest car market in the world, not to mention the largest two-wheeler market in the world. Again, at the front of this hall, we have the Indian Green Car of the Year for 2024 on display. India is the second largest telecom network and second largest mobile phone producer in the world, not to mention the world's fastest growing market for mobiles and mobile applications. Not surprisingly, we are also the largest consumers of mobile data worldwide, all of which provides just a very brief glimpse into the opportunity that's available in the Indian market at present. An opportunity that's demonstrated across the show floor, not least of which at the Startup Hub in Hall 5. I request you all to engage meaningfully with the participants at the Expo and participate in the conference sessions, the Startup Pitching Competition, and the Smart Cities and FinTech Innovation Awards, all of which aim to chart a course for the future.
Honorable Governor, Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh Ji, Government of Uttarakhand, Honorable His Excellency Sirji, Chairman, Minister of Government of Moscow, Head of Department for External Economic and International Relations for Moscow, my friends Dhruv and Chandrika, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank everyone today for coming here with such a large turnout. From the industry, from the government, from the academia, and one response from everyone, the public participation for the 3-day event here, which is the 9th Smart City India and the 31st Convergence India 2024. At KPMG India, we are delighted to be the knowledge partner for the 4th time in a row. Over the next 2 days, we would definitely like a forum of our discussion, ideas, collaboration, and the future, where our cities are lying. Not only being smart, but sustainable and resilient. Early in the year, as we are aware that India had taken over China as the most populous country, and by the year 2050, 50% of our population will be in the urban sector. And hence, cities will play a critical role and are the growth engines for the economic viability. Keeping this rapid urbanization in mind, the Government of India had announced the Smart Cities program in year 2015 to promote creating the core infrastructure, clean and sustainable environment, accessibility to livelihoods, and improving the quality of life of the urban population. In the recent years, we've seen some other programs like Amrut in the water sector. We've also seen the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana in the housing sector, which we've also seen the Swachh Bharat mission in the Clean India movement, have actually radically transformed the urban spaces and upgraded and made it an inclusive development of the essential services in the urban sector. These initiatives are actually generated a momentum of the agenda to drive the economic growth in India, and also a huge amount of learning has come out from this 100 smart cities which can be treated as lighthouses. Within KPMG in India, we believe strongly that the next wave of the smart cities, there are 5 areas we need to focus on. Number 1 is obviously the power of technology. How do we harness the power of technology in order to deliver our services? Internet of Things, the drones, AI, the next generation AI, everyone is talking about it. How do we use technology to provide the urban services? We've seen some part of the technologies used in the smart cities implementation, where we saw that the waste-based management. Apart from that, the smart traffic management, many of the cities have already implemented. but it is important and it is time for us, and it's just not a choice, but it is strategic necessity for us to adopt some of these digital technologies for innovation and sustainable development. The second priority which we need to focus on is building up green cities. Now, India has committed that we need to achieve net zero by 2070. Our cities have to lead the way. We need to ensure that we build up green and blue urban infrastructure as we go ahead, as we are building up the smart solution. The third important point we believe is creating innovative public-private partnership models. How do we get the private sector involved in implementation of some of the smart solution as we go ahead? How do we have innovative contracting models there when we are implementing the next wave of the smart cities? Fourth is, what are the different sources of financing? How do we do that? And I think the next 3 days we need to have discussion on some of the points of what are the innovative sources of financing which we can bring in to use them for implementation of smart cities in this space. India has already seen municipal bonds coming out, green bonds coming out. There has been also the infrastructure investment trust as a regulations India has come on. But what are the other things India can do is something which we need to debate over the next 3 days. Finally, all these things will be relevant if you have a future ready talent. The talent is the most important thing. All the areas, digital, when we talk about PPP, our people have to be, the capacities have to be built up to be able to implement these projects. The manner in which the India urbanization story will unfold will be the key in achieving our nation's ambition for the sustainable development goals. Today, we are releasing a knowledge paper on building the blueprints for tomorrow, which are the emerging themes in the construction sector. 6 key areas which we are covering here. Number one is how the project planning needs to be done while doing a construction project. What is the resilient infrastructure? How do we create that? What are the smart procurement and enforcement of contracts? What are the things which we need to do? Third, what are the faster construction practices which can be done? Fourth, what is the technology challenges? What are the technology enablers which we could do? Fifth is the decarbonization, one of the key aspects which everyone has been talking about. Finally, how do we bring in innovative financing? Innovation, my friends, is not a distant concept. It is a force that can reshape our cities, making them hubs for sustainability and efficiency. With this, once again, I would like to welcome you all for the 2024 edition of the Smart Cities and Convergence India Expo. Looking forward for the next 2 days for engaging in discussions with all of you through workshops and collaborations. Thank you.
India and Russia have a 75-year history of great partnership, economic, scientific, technological, and cultural cooperation, characterized as a privileged strategic partnership. Both countries have unique human resources and a track record of achievements in the aerospace and nuclear industries, mechanical engineering, consumer electronics, microelectronics, information technologies, cybersecurity, and sophisticated software, which makes them ideal partners for projects like Smart India Cities. We share the common goal of building state-of-art infrastructure and creating a safe and comfortable urban environment. Today, Moscow is one of the world leaders in such areas as sustainable development, transport infrastructure, electronic city services, artificial intelligence, and big data processing, robotics, nanotechnology, healthcare, pharmaceuticals, digital technologies, and creative industries. We can say without a doubt that the most promising areas for our cooperation, and that includes information technologies and digital economy, as well as the smart and safe city programs. India and Russia strive to become leaders in this area, and their concerted efforts could create great synergy. As the Smart City Moscow Forum in 2021, Moscow became a leader among 10 capitals of the world that have obtained an international standards and smart city certificates in such areas as sustainable development of communities, indicators for city services and quality of life, and sustainable cities and communities indicators for smart cities. Today, Moscow booth is for the first time ever showcasing the most advanced urban innovations and integrated territorial development, transport modernization, and intelligent traffic management system. The Moscow Electronics School, healthcare management, and the world's largest video surveillance system, which comprises more than 200,000 cameras integrated in one system. The web portal of the Moscow government offers more than 400 services for the city residents, providing user-friendly web services for electronic referendums on essential issues pertaining to the life of the city. We offer our Indian partners programs for cooperation, covering financial algorithms for managing regional budgets, urban planning, urban studies, high technology and environmental protection, and electric vehicle development. In 2022, ranking by United Nations Habitat, Moscow was named #1 in the world in 2 categories: for public transport infrastructure development, metro construction, and creation of the most comfortable urban environment. Last year, we saw several major events that were particularly important to the development of interregional ties and relations between our business communities. Such events as New Delhi Russia-India Business Forum, which hosted 600 attendants in April of last year, the Russian-India Business Dialogue, featuring more than 200 leading companies from India and Russia. These events were indicative of the great interest of business communities of our countries have in expanding cooperation between us. I would like to stress that the bilateral trade turnover between Russia and India has reached levels that we could not have dreamed of recently. An excellent networking opportunity was provided by the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum in June last year, which included a business forum titled "The Potential of Trade, Economic and Investment Cooperation Between Russia and India." The event concerned the changing priorities of international trade in the new geopolitical reality, viewing the potential for further expanding business ties between our countries through that prism. It covered the prospects of new logistics routes like North-South Corridor, state support measures for businesses, and the creation of the robust payment mechanisms and a green corridor to facilitate custom procedures in export-import operations. I would like also to highlight the 5th International Municipal BRICS Plus Forum that was held in November 2023 in St. Petersburg, which hosted a very successful session titled BRICS Dialogue, Russia-India in a Changing Global World. India pays the utmost attention to infrastructure development and the construction of railways, new metro lines, airports, industrial corridors, and technological parks. Many states of India prioritize the implementation of the National Indian Project Smart Cities mission, which was launched in 2015. Russia and India are experiencing a fundamental transformation of cities and towns, which must become smart, safe, advanced in terms of digitalization. In this regard, the experience of our largest megacities will be of great use to maintaining their competitiveness and ensuring their harmonious and sustainable development. I would like to wish the forum participants from the bottom of my heart and to all the citizens of our cities prosperity and development and harmony. Thank you for your attention.
Jai Hind and Namaskar. My heartiest congratulations to Convergence India and the Smart Cities Expo for organizing an event with such magnanimity. Building brand India and a digital and smart India is indeed a matter of great pride and duty for each one of us. This expo is the hub for futuristic technologies, innovations, and everything that is smart and sustainable. This gathering today indeed represents a pivotal moment when innovation meets sustainability and an exploration of the profound impact of harnessing the power of tomorrow. Time is the essence, for it is one only thing that does not stop ever. In fact, if you take out letter T and E out of the word time, then only thing left is I am. And we always say कि समय महादेव और महाकाल है. In fact, this is the era of digitization. It's vital for us to focus on the power of tomorrow. In fact, today itself, and as a start point, this moment, I can feel the vibration in each one of us, in each one of you, to make a change, a transformation, and modernization for times hereafter. The theme of our discussion today, it revolves around the dynamic interplay between innovation and sustainability. In a world where the pace of change is relentless and the environmental changes are becoming increasingly pressing, it is imperative that we embrace innovation as a driving force behind the sustainability revolution that is unfolding in front of us. Our recent MOU with UAE further proves our commitment to utilize our natural resources and tap into the renewable energy to create a more sustainable and green future. In the advent of growing environmental concern, this world is witnessing a concerted effort to transition towards sustainable and renewable energy sources. This worldwide shift is not only a response to ecological changes, but also an acknowledgement of the economic and social benefit that clean energy can bring to all of us. Let us ponder on the essence of innovation. Innovation is not merely about technology advancements. It is about envisioning new possibilities, challenging the status quo, and fostering a culture that thrives on creativity. It is about cultivating an environment that encourages fresh ideas and nurtures them into tangible solutions. कभी-कभी ऐसा लगता है कि जीवन सिर्फ सोच, विचार और धारणा ही है, Life is all about thought, ideas, and perception, which can change everything for the mankind in the world. Uttarakhand, Devbhumi, the land of God, is the place I come from. Uttarakhand is blessed with an abundance of natural beauty and is a popular tourist destination for those who are looking for divinity, spirituality, and real love for the nature. Himalayas, Rishikesh, Gangaji, Shivji, and you'll be able to feel the vibrations of divinity in Uttarakhand. In recent times, the state has emerged one of the major investment destinations for manufacturing due to its business-friendly environment, conducive environment policies, and simplified regulations. In fact, this 2023, we had 3 meetings of G20. That gave us an opportunity to connect with the entire world. We had humbly put our mission that in the Global Investment Summit, we had target humble 2.5 lakh crore MOU. But God was kind. And this also reflects the excitement for investors to look for the right place. And we ended up with 3.54 lakh crore investment and grounding 44,000 crore rupees. If you want to clap, clap loudly. Uttarakhand joined the Smart City scheme in 2017, and it has actually spearheaded the transformative initiatives in the Doon Valley. We started off with a budget of 1,000 crore and 22 project types, and it has already done completion of 16 impactful projects. It addressed diverse needs across 10 selected wards of Dehradun. The projects spanned education, e-transport, sanitation, and disaster prevention. In fact, the thrill was the transformation in the areas of smart schools, modern library, state-of-art facilities, e-transport, new electric buses, water ATMs, augmentation of the water supply, creche buildings, Vatsalya day care centers, smart toilets, automated facilities, and upgrading the old sewerage systems. The most touching part was the beautification of the city. As I told you, 3 G20 meetings and Global Investment Summit gave us a chance to really beautify our city. I would request each one of you to come and enjoy Uttarakhand and Dehradun. In the objectives that we laid out for ourselves in the smart city transformation work, to improve the city's essential infrastructure, to provide citizens with application solutions, they are smart and e-government for payment facilities, boost state's economy, and ensure the city is developed in a sustainable way. In fact, this word sustainable is one of the most important words because it's a concept which has transcended from being a buzzword to the global imperative. Sustainability is not an option. It's a responsibility that we owe to our planet and generations yet to come. It involves making choices that consider the long-term impact on the environment, society, and economy. So beautiful, ma'am, you had put economy, ecology, development, divinity and spirituality, all have got to come up together. The Smart Cities project in India is a testament to our commitment to creating urban spaces that are not just technology advanced, but also sustainable, ensuring a harmonious coexistence between nature and progress. The synergy between innovation and sustainability becomes even more apparent when you examine the role of technology in shaping the cities of the future. Adoption of the smart technologies in urban planning and infrastructure can significantly enhance efficiency, reduce resource consumption, and improve the overall quality of life for the citizen. From intelligent transportation system to energy efficient buildings. In the context of India, a nation with a rich history and rapidly evolving present, the Smart Cities project is a visionary endeavor. It's a bold step towards leveraging innovations to address the unique challenges faced by the urban centers of the country. As we witness the transformative power of technology, we must also be cognizant of the need for inclusivity, ensuring that the benefits of innovations are accessible to all segments of the society. One of the exciting facets of the Smart City project is its potential to serve as a model for other regions globally. By showcasing how innovation can drive sustainability, India has the opportunity to inspire and influence the global community. Exchange of ideas and best practice is crucial in accelerating the global transition towards a more sustainable future. The convergence of innovation and sustainability is not just a theme for today's event, but a mandate for our shared future. As we navigate the complexities of the modern world, let us not underestimate the power we hold in our hands, the power to shape tomorrow. And that can be done starting from today. The Smart Cities project in India is a beacon of hope, illustrating that through innovation, we can build cities that are not just smart, but also sustainable. माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने, Honorable Prime Minister, he has given us the mission, vision and resolve, एक संकल्प को हमको दिया है, एक प्रण के रूप में दिया है कि भारत की असली जगह विश्व गुरु की है. And nobody can stop us from being Vishwa Guru. Our vision, our mission and vision for 2047 is absolutely clear to be a developed state. एक विकसित राष्ट्र बनना है और उसके लिए जो सोच, विचार और धारणा चाहिए वो हम सब के लिए अत्यंत आवश्यक है. The connectivity with multiple options of transportation and other means in all the arenas, be it road, aviation, rails, digital connectivity is cardinal for us. Water conservation, green energy, to have a control over the pollution from the environmental perspective, beautification of our cities, and intelligent and beautification through the lighting are some of the important areas that we're looking at. And the biggest transformative aspect is the artificial intelligence, technology, data analytics, data-driven technology, and how do we integrate the entire perspective towards the solution is the challenge for each one of us. So today, I think we can take a vow. हम एक संकल्प ले सकते हैं. आज के दिन, आज का दिन बहुत पवित्र है. आज सिख धर्म के 10वें गुरु साहब का प्रकाश पर्व भी है. Today I feel is a divine moment for each one of us to take a resolve, एक संकल्प. Let us embrace this moment as a call to action, कर्म और कार्य के लिए. Let us commit ourselves to fostering a culture of innovation. This word culture is very important. It's a cult by itself. It's a revolution by itself, where creativity flourishes and solutions to our most pressing challenges are born. Together, let us realize the power of tomorrow through today, this moment, ye क्षण, ye pal. And today, this moment would ensure that our cities, our societies, and our planet thrives for generations to come. I'm exceedingly fortunate that I had the honor and the pleasure of being in this august gathering with the family of those who are looking at the concept of the smart cities. I was so happy to hear the Honorable Minister from Moscow, Mr. Sergei Sheremin, and it was a pleasure hearing Nilachal Mishra ji, and I was so happy hearing Dhruv Behel ji, and I'm deeply impressed the way this moment has been planned, the way the ideas, thought, innovations, the new ideas have been planned, and I'm definitely each one of us is going to ensure कि इसका प्रचार और प्रसार, this word spreads far and wide to make our planet, to make our earth, to make our cities be the future for each one of us. धन्यवाद, नमस्कार, प्रणाम.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my distinct honor to present the vote of thanks today. Thank you to our distinguished dignitaries here for their insightful remarks and for setting the stage for 3 days of deliberations and opportunity. His Excellency Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh, Honorable Governor of Uttarakhand, sir, what an inspiring tribute you gave, and it's an honor to have you here with us today. Mr. Sergei Cheremin, Minister of the Government of Moscow and Head of Department for External Economic and International Relations of Moscow, thank you for your presence here today and for the excellent showcase of the Government of Moscow in Hall 1. Nilachal, Partner and Head of Government, KPMG in India, thank you for your support and vital contribution over the years, and to the entire KPMG team. Thank you also to the different government ministries who have extended their support, as well as the various smart cities who are present at the Expo. I'd also like to thank all the sponsors and partners for their support. A dedicated team at the Exhibitions India Group has worked tirelessly to bring this vision to life. To our team, both visible and behind the scenes, thank you for your commitment and hard work. On a more personal note, I'd like to thank a very special lady who's the heart and soul of our company, Mrs. Anita Behel, hiding at the back, without whom this company wouldn't exist. And in the interest of time, I'd like to keep my remarks short, but just to say, for the last 3 decades, this platform has served as a key driver in advancing India's digital modernization and acceleration. We shall continue that legacy and wish you all a fruitful and enriching experience at the show. Thank you so much again, all the dignitaries.